however you feel about the way the previous regime in Cleveland went about their business, what we all have to admit is they built up resources. So the next person in whose job it is to pull the trigger on deals now that you have those resources,
I have a hard time.
It's easy to collect talent. What kind of talent are you collecting?
To your point, look, a lot of people going to get mad when I say this. I have a hard time because this happened at two of the places I love. The Dallas Cowboys got rid of Jimmy Johnson and brought in Barry Switzer. Barry Switzer won the Super Bowl, and Barry Switzer deserves credit for coaching that team that particular season. But we know damn well Jimmy Johnson built the foundation, and it was easier to walk in that situation.
Correct.
LSU, Les Miles, walked into a situation with 40 draft picks on his team, won a national title, went back to another one in 2011, and then when that run ended, we found out who Les Miles was.
Right.
All right. So here's the deal with the Cleveland Browns and John Dorsey accumulating all this talent. They missed the most important part, which Max was the reason I was so adamant about everybody take a step back on Cleveland. The dynamics of a locker room matter in the NFL.
For the purposes of this show, you look right to your right. Because I was the one that was talking about, what the hell y'all bragging about Cleveland for? Remember what I said? I said, they ain't going to even make the playoffs.
To my right?
Now, this guy, this dude right here, he had Cleveland as a Super Bowl contender.
Man.
And oh, by the way,
why are you bringing up old stuff?
Fair enough. But here's the deal. Baker Mayfield. It's important, man. Listen, I told you before, I got questions about it. I'm not trying to knock him or anything. But how many quarterbacks has Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr.? And oh, by the way, it's an indictment. The ultimate indictment is against him. He's the one that wanted Freddie Kitchens. They put Freddie Kitchens in that position because of him. And ultimately, you got two all-world receivers that are telling everybody, get me out of here. That's an indictment against the quarterback. Think about it. What receiver do you know is playing with a quarterback that they believe in and want to leave?
My thing always for Odell, for Baker, was Odell and these guys, they'll have your back up until they think that's not a baller.
It's just like
then it's a problem.
It's just like we talk about with the Cowboys. You got all of this talent. We know, we see it. We understand you can be good. Who do we point at? Right now, Baker Mayfield is so lucky Freddie Kitchens is in that same building that he is, because this would be all his heat. People would ask the question, how in the hell are you not successful with Jarvis Landry and Odell Beckham Jr.
That's right.
being your ex?
We haven't even mentioned Kareem Hunt. We haven't even mentioned Kareem Hunt.
Listen, this is, to me, all right, and it even furthers the point on John Dorsey. How much did you give Baker Mayfield? How much weight did Baker Mayfield carry within the organization? And he only had been there 16 months. You know what the reporting is now? The reporting is now that there's a split in ownership, in opinion, about Kitchens between Dorsey and ownership. Dorsey kind of wanting to double down. This is what's being reported. Dorsey wanting to double down, and ownership not so sure Kitchens should be around.
No, I will say this. Let me modify my position here. If Dorsey supports keeping Kitchens, then everybody needs to go. Now, I was sitting thinking, well, Dorsey going to fire Kitchens. If Dorsey's talking about holding on to Freddie Kitchens, both of them got to go.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.